what I want to know is if I'm wrong. Wouldn't all of them have a perfect relationship right now? Wouldn't Princess Undead and her boyfriend, Slim Beanie and their boyfriend, and then what's their name? You know, the new mom of my new sister, right? One of their relationship will be perfectly fine. None of them fist fighting, which they all do. None of them throw hands. All the males don't throw hands with females. You know, if that never happened, I think I wouldn't be here saying this. I think I'd actually not be here right now. I would be in a different state. But no, that's not right, because all of them aren't benefiting. The one that benefited the most out of all three of them is no one, because none of them did anything. None of them did nothing, and they still aren't doing anything. And I don't see them doing, anything anytime soon for any of those people. And for one, I feel bad. For two, some of it's family. For three, it's my business. So I'm just I just think it's funny. If I'm wrong, then I would love to know how I'd be wrong when, firstly, what I know and what I've heard both put together. And if anything isn't true, then I would at least expect something different happening. But when the evidence makes sense, when you put it together, and then I hear frickin' when I'm at home with these people, and when I see these people throw hands, and then, well, there's a couple that I have not seen do any of that, so, I mean, I don't doubt it, though, but knowing, and I mean knowing, and plus it's family, I've been around them for years, experience, knowing all that put together, it's very hard to say it's less likely, I'm just saying, and then they act like it's all perfect and fine, and then they defend each other. Like, it's not right. That's not good for your psychological and physical health. That's not smart. It's not good for both of you. If it doesn't work, don't be together. It's simple as that. I swear I could be a therapist for all of them. Because apparently, I guess I'm the only one out of all of them to know when it's right. Do you see a ring on my finger? Right here? Do you see a freaking chick in my bed right now? No, because I'm not stupid, for one, and for two, I'm not trying to hit everything I see and get an STI, STD, get a shot in the asshole or some shit. I'm not trying to get anything like that because I messed up. And sure, I have messed up a couple of times. I've had made mistakes, but have I learned from them way quicker than some people apparently? But I'm just saying in general, if I'm wrong, how come I hear all of them fist fighting, all of them having to argue over the smallest things, all of them not being happy with each other? A relationship is if you both are happy and you have to spend time with them. And I mean time, years even. Make sure. Years are really the best way you can know if it's right. So you've been put in enough situations and go through every emotion and do everything with that person up until that point to know if it's right. Then that's when you ask them, hey, you ask them out right then and there. And maybe you've been on dates beforehand. Maybe you let them know right then and there instead of asking them out after years of experience. I'll get to that in a second, the rest of that. Be like, hey, can we take it a little bit more serious? And I'm not talking about marriage, but I'm talking about just more serious, you know. You could say that. And shoot, maybe you can secretly mean marriage and boom, a ring finger later on. Try it. But if it don't go well, but firstly, actually don't try it if you cannot financially do it, don't do that. If you don't have the money to do any of that marriage and divorce, then maybe not do that. If you're not ready for the divorce, just in case if one thing might go wrong. But again, like I said, at that point, it's okay. Like I would say the maximum maybe 1.5 years, maybe, to 2 years would be enough time. What the frick? Excuse me. Enough time to really know if everything could be right. If not, it's been right so far for a couple years. Maybe it's time to take it more serious. Just be upfront, and just say that. But I'm I'm just I'm just trying to chill. I'm relaxing. And this is just happening in the background. And I don't see these three people in my family not being happy, so that's why I'm speaking out about it. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm talking. Let's talk about talking. So I have to be talking about talking. Gotta be talking, man. We can't just sit back and just let it all happen and act like everything's fine. No, why would we let that happen to ourselves? Oh, because we're depressed. Oh, there's no excuses. You need to be happy. It's not a freaking, well, a want to. You should be happy. You should not let these things do this to you and make you do things you're not wanting to do. You regret later. All these types of stuff. And once again, I'm just trying to sit back, relax, and all this stuff be happening, and I'm just trying to chill. But they're not chilling, so that kind of messes with me a little bit, just a little bit. And it makes me feel bad for them because I know, and I've told them all even. I've told Princess Undead a few times. You've tried it. You've gave a couple more chances more than you should have, and it's not going well. And because, and another thing, like Kurt Cobain, too much pleasure is pain. Post Malone. If you look for only pleasure, I don't know what's going on. I seriously don't know what's going on right there. But anyway, if you're just looking for pleasure, you need to realize life is more than that. Life is more than pleasure. If life only is pleasure to you, just keep doing what you're doing. But you gotta know, and you have to be prepared, and you must know that type of stuff will happen. That type of stuff that you're putting yourself into, that's gonna happen. The dating relationship thing, you're gonna bounce back and forth like crazy if you're only looking for pressure or love or anything like that. But there's more stuff to do than just that. There's more than that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just the only one who thinks that. Maybe I'm wrong in everything that I say. Maybe I'm wasting 7 minutes of my time right now and everything when I'm trying to get them better. But none of them want to do anything better for themselves for no reason. And I'm trying, So I'm not going to stop trying. There's nothing that's going to make me stop trying. Even if not gonna mention names, but if people in my family want to try to kill me over it, if people that aren't in my family want to try to kill me over it, both of them not being happy, both the people that aren't in my family and in my family trying to literally, I'm not kidding, like actually kill me over it, then that's not my fault. That's not on me. I wish and I hope the best for them, and I hope they don't ever do stuff like that again, although I kind of don't doubt that it might happen again. And I kind of wish they never did anything whack before. But when it's people that aren't in my family and people that I don't know, it kind of makes sense why they are like that. Because firstly, they do drugs. Secondly, they're not really in the right mind state, and they're not stable enough to be in a relationship. Excuse me. They also haven't grown up to the point, especially what's Slim Beanie's boyfriend. But for the other ones boyfriends, but mainly not Slim Beanie's. But in general, it's just being real. It's something that if it does not work, don't do it. That's simple as that. Because it might have seemed like it worked, but then you realize it's because you want the pleasure only. You want the love. You want the relationship stuff and the pleasure on all of that. But you can't have that if they can't be your friend first, and if they're being a stranger, fist fighting you, making you unhappy, making you unsatisfied, and making you not want certain things, then there's no reason There's not a single reason why you should be with them. That's the thing that I keep telling them. There is no reason that you should be with them. You don't need them. That's not your responsibility to raise them. You already have freaking kids to do that with. So, I don't know. I could be wrong. Shoot, I could be wrong. But maybe what I'm saying is wrong. And maybe from everybody on the outside on the internet could agree. With and maybe have similarities and maybe have stuff in common and have something similar happening, and maybe this video has really made you understand some stuff, or maybe you kind of get what I'm trying to say, and maybe even shoot, the people that I might be talking about could be watching this video and didn't realize what I say too. So it all comes together, hopefully, and if not, well, I did what I could. So, yeah, I'm gonna go play some games now.